This one is the best sale of the weekend as far as, I don't know, collectability, the oldest piece, the most expensive piece, the most delicate piece. All right, so this is a micro mosaic, and it truly is a micro. So if you see, so here are my shoes going out, and I would recommend each and every one of these brands of shoes if you are into selling shoes. These are all really great quality, they sell well, good profit. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, aka Lilyworks, and today we have another what sold over the weekend video. It has been a great weekend with great sales, so let's get into those sales. Okay, you guys, so even though not as much is going out as far as jewelry goes, this has been one of the best sales weekends, I would say, in a long time, and as far as profit goes. So I have some really exciting things to show you guys this weekend. Let's get into it. All right, so first, one of my favorite rings is going out. This just looks so ornate and regal. I personally really like my oversized, like long statement rings. And this one is an amethyst glass and sterling silver with marcasites. I'll show you right here. I'm wearing a statement ring here. This is like a turquoise chunk, onyx, sterling. Those are like my favorite type of rings. This one I paid about $2.50 in a Shop Goodwill lot. It was like a sterling silver ring lot on shopgoodwill.com, and the buyer paid $28 for this one. Oh my gosh, this one is one of my favorites. Hopefully I will have a good picture for you up on the screen. This one totally reminds me of either Florenza or Goldette or something like that. It is a double cameo. So here's the large cameo, and then the smaller cameo, wherever it is sitting above it. This is just a very interesting piece. It is unmarked, however, but it is glorious. So this lovely costume jewelry piece sold for $72 on eBay, and I paid around $2 in a Shop Goodwill lot. This one I was very excited about finding. Yeah, there's the little baby one right here. Oh my gosh, let me see. Let's see if I can flip it over for you. There he is, or she is. There we go. There's the little one. So yeah, this one is so sweet and darling. And I'm glad that one is going out, probably to a collector, because that one is just lovely. All right, this one is just a simple tie bar that came in a men's jewelry lot. I still love selling men's jewelry, and speaking of men's jewelry, I had my husband wear some Rivoli cufflinks to the gala. I will pop a picture up for you guys. He was like, Rivoli is not even a word, Rachel. And so I kept checking on him all night, and I would check his cuffs. I'm like, oh, your cufflinks aren't out, and I'd have him like scooch back pull back his blazer to show off his cufflinks, and I'm like, oh, if you're gonna bid, because a gala is for charity, you can bid. So I was like, make sure you're showing your cufflinks, because I was like all about it. You guys know me. So that was really fun. Men's jewelry, still love selling it, and that one sold for $9.99, not marked, and I paid about $1 in a Shop Goodwill lot. All right, here we go. Mushroom. This is like an open mushroom. This one I got in a jewelry jar for 50 cents, not marked. Mushrooms are just pretty hot right now. They're very cottage core, fairy core, goes along with like the Merry Mushroom 70s theme. So definitely, if you find an interesting mushroom piece, don't be afraid to pick it up. They usually do sell pretty well. This one sold for $23 and I paid 50 cents. Here is a Damascene brooch. This one is like kind of like a Celtic knot, or a tri-knot. I don't know, maybe it's a symbol for something. I don't know. But not marked. This one definitely looks older, just looking at the back. And yeah, so this one sold for $13, and I got this one in a jewelry jar for around 50 cents. This one I picked up for 77 cents in one of those bins I could dig through at a jewelry store and pay per piece. So this one had no marks on it, and I did pick it up anyway because I thought it was interesting. And for 77 cents, you can't go wrong. Even if it's sitting in your inventory for a while, you don't have much into it. So when I Google Lensed this piece, it did come up as an Avon, like I think 1987 or something along those lines piece. So that happens quite often where I will use my Google Lens app and it will pop up as an Avon piece. So that was interesting. This one sold for $15, paid $77. Okay, this one is the best sale of the weekend as far as, I don't know, collectability, the oldest piece, the most expensive piece, the most delicate piece. All right, so this is a micro mosaic, and it truly is a micro. So if you see, the little tiles are extremely small as compared to a lot of the tourist micro mosaic brooches, which have a little bit bigger of tiles, more mass produced. This is set in sterling silver. It's like a grandiole dangle sterling silver Italy necklace, and this one is an antique. And here we go. Here's the clasp right there. It doesn't say sterling, but it does test in sterling. You can tell. Let me see if the back of these, if any of them say sterling back here. Yes. So I think that says sterling. Oh, up here. Right there. It says Italy. And yeah, this is just fantastic. What does that one say? Sterling. So this one I paid $45 for. This is kind of like one of those pieces you hope to find. So if you find something like this at an antique store, don't be afraid to pay up, because this is like a more rare piece. The sterling silver with the true micro mosaic pieces, they are collector pieces. So this one sold for $349.99. This is most likely going to a collector. I don't see somebody wearing this to, say, a gala event or anything like that. This is definitely something to save and preserve. And yeah, so that one I'm going to package up well, and that one is going out. Okay. Here are these are the kind of earrings that you find at the bottom of your Shop Goodwill lot or your jewelry jar, where you're just trying to find matches and seeing if the magnet sticks. And if it sticks to a bunch of the little loose studs, you kind of just you just kind of toss them to craft lot. Well, these didn't stick, so I took a closer look, and they actually are sterling silver with a gold wash over them. I saw someone in our Facebook group was trying to test to see if it was truly a gold like wash over the sterling silver. I'm not sure how to actually test that. I feel like for the most part you can assume that if it's sterling silver, like you scratch down test as sterling silver under the gold, they would most likely put genuine gold. It's not like a thick coat of gold, but it's going to be an actual gold plate or gold filled, or yeah, just like a little gold wash over the top to make it that gold color, which is called vermeil. These little baguettes stones did test as citrine using my Presidium gem tester. Sold for $29.99, and I picked them up for about $1 in a Shop Goodwill lot. So not too bad for some studs that you find at the bottom of a Shop Goodwill lot. This one I paid up for, as far as like a scarf clip goes. I paid $2.40 for this scarf clip, which I think I probably won't do that. Scarf clips and scarf rings don't sell quickly. They do sell, but not super quickly. I picked this one up because it's one of the largest ones that I've seen, and it's very ornate. It is marked Liba. If you fold this clip up, you will see LIEBA USA, which is typical for like scarf rings to be marked that. Sold for $18 on eBay. Okay, these, oh, I had a necklace that matched these, but the necklace already sold. These are just the Mille Fiori glass. Very lovely with the white background. I think the white background really makes the colors pop. It looks very Italian. When I see the white with the colors, very Italian looking. These are just some glass hook dangle earrings, sold for $14.99. And I picked them up in a jewelry jar for around 50 cents. Okay, these, you know, you might be going through, I feel like a lot of people would have either tossed these, like if they got them in a lot, or spent way too much time researching because they're like, what could this be? So first of all, what kind of clued me in when I was going through the lot is that these hooks are a little bit tarnished. Yes, they did test as sterling. I looked at the stones. Okay, they're not glass and they look like tiger's eye, but we all know that tiger's eye is kind of really readily available. It's not worth a lot, tiger's eye stone. But this looks a little bit different. So let's zoom in here. It looks like tiger's eye kind of crushed up, right, into flecks. Well, this stone is actually called bronzite. So that's a new stone to me. Most likely coral stones, maybe even a red jasper, but I'm thinking coral, just with the sterling silver and the bronzite. So yeah, this pair of earrings sold for $22.99. Paid about $1 in a Shop Goodwill lot. Okay, and then this one is so fun. I love this one. So this one, maybe 1960s or 70s, if I had to put a good guess out there. Let me show you. This is one of those long pendants. These are rhinestones in this Christmas tree pendant. And they're all prong set rhinestones, articulated. There's a lot of movement going on. This would be really fun to wear. And look at the little like tree trunk. So nice. So this one sold on Etsy. I love my Etsy sales. They're just really simple. You don't have to negotiate offers or anything like that. So the Etsy sale just came in. It was $75 after shipping. My earnings were $71.22. And you guys, I did pay up for this. Like, I just thought it was so unusual compared to a lot of Christmas vintage necklaces that I see. So that's why I picked it up and why I paid up for it. And I thought, okay, you know what? This might be a good option for me to wear because I do like my longer necklaces myself for like if I wanted to wear something for Christmas. But it's sold and I'm really glad that it's sold. So yeah. Oh my gosh, the prong settings are actual like star shapes. That is so cute. All right, so that's it for jewelry. Let's move on to the next. And we are on to the belts, and I sold a scarf. This is such a gorgeous scarf, but let's get into the belts. All right, this belt actually sold right away, and it's no wonder because it is actually a Coach belt. So whenever I find Coach belts, leather belts, I pick them up all the time. Some of them can go for more than others. Sorry for the crinkling here, but oh, there we go. You can see right through the words, it says Coach right there. Sometimes it will be mid belt, and then Coach belts sometimes are made out of calf leather, I think. Burnished leather, and then the brass buckle, Italian leather, I don't know, just really high quality leathers. So this is a women's woven leather vintage belt. This one sold for $30 on Etsy. After shipping, my earnings were $25.80 and I paid $3.99 at Goodwill. This is that like snake looking chain slinky omega silver tone belt. This one I picked up at the antique store. Most chain belts can fit a lot of different sizes. This one, however, could only fit about 2 inches either way with these hooks. But really interesting. There's like a dangle that hangs down. And this one sold for $25 on Poshmark. I paid $5 at the antique store. I love selling my chain belts. This, I actually saved. I have a bunch of like buckles saved that don't have belts, and I'm like, oh, do I sell it as a buckle or not? This was one of those buckles that is unmarked that I just had set to the side. But I picked up this belt. It's a Lucky brand belt. Lucky brand leather belts sell really fast and really well for me. So, like, I would say the belts and the purses do the best for me. Shoes don't do as well, but the shoes still do sell for me. But this belt I got at the Goodwill bins for less than 50 cents. It had no buckle. I put on this buckle. I said that in my description that I added the buckle, and it sold on Poshmark for $23, and I paid around 50 cents. This was a delist, relist, and it sold within minutes after I relisted it. I was relisting it on my way to the gala, and it sold. So this is like an embroidered fabric on top of a leather belt, and it's sizable because it doesn't have any holes, so you just slip it through these D-rings maybe. And it's lovely. I love this very Chinese, I don't know, gorgeous embroidered looking belt. Sold for $14.99, paid around 50 cents at the Goodwill bins. I'll get to the scarf last. This is just a Banana Republic leather woven belt, wide woven belt. I do well with Banana Republic belts, J. Crew belts, Gap, and American Eagle. Yeah, so belts like that do super well for me. This one I paid up, or I guess I paid regular price $2.99 at Goodwill for this, and it sold for $22. Now this one is gorgeous. It's like a chartreuse color. Very lovely for fall, and it has like these berries and birds. So I know you can't see it here, but hopefully I can show you some pictures up on the screen. It is by the brand Carlisle. I have sold a lot of Carlisle belts out there, so I'm wondering maybe it was like a 1980s like vintage brand. But this is a silk scarf, and it's a hand-rolled, hand-sewn hem. You can see it right there. That is hand-sewn, not by a machine, hand-rolled. High quality, lovely, and it has the birds, so even more desirable. Sold for $23 on eBay, and I paid $2.99. So here are my shoes going out, and I would recommend each and every one of these brands of shoes. If you are into selling shoes, these are all really great quality. They sell well, good profit. I don't think any of these are like necessarily bread and butter. These are kind of like, yes, grab them if you see them, and they will sell. So, oh, these are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I have a bigger size foot. I kind of want to try these on. So they are European size 42, which adjusts to a US size 11. These are by the brand Fiji. And I believe this brand is also sold at Anthropologie. You can totally see why. They are just gorgeous, and they are gorgeous quality Fiji. So it's a Mary Jane style. It's a hook and loop fastener right here. Faux button. This is like a pointed cap toe, and it's a cap toe when you have this separating right here to make like a little cap on the shoe. This is called a cone heel, so it kind of comes down as a cone shape. Just gorgeous. So these shoes sold for $50, paid $6.99 at Goodwill, and they are just gorgeous, lovely. All right, this is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Here is the brand right here. This is for the brand OOFOS. There we go. OOFOS. OOFOS. This is a comfort kind of like an orthopedic brand if you have heel spurs or plantar fasciitis or things like that. These are supposed to be very, very comfortable, highly recommended shoes. The first time I picked them up, I got them from the bins and I didn't think that they were anything, but then I looked this up and yes, definitely pick these up. These clogs sold for $40 pretty much right away after I listed them, and I got them at the Goodwill, regular Goodwill, for $6.99. Here is, oh, these are just so nice feeling. All right, you guys might recognize this logo. If you want to find a high quality pair of leather boots for yourself, you know, look for some Fry boots. And this is the logo right here. There's the logo on the underside. Fry sells high quality leather. So these are some tall pull-on black leather Fry flat heel boots. They sold for $100 on Poshmark, and I paid $14.99 at Goodwill. Another pair of high quality tall leather boots is a brand called Matisse. So you can see right here, Matisse. These took a little bit to sell because they are a size 6, but they're still extremely gorgeous, high quality. These sold for $50 on eBay, and I paid $12.99 at Goodwill. I've sold this brand so many times. I think they even make cowboy boots and things like that, but they are stunning. And yeah, I love selling some good high quality leather boots. All right, you guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button. And I want to give a special shout out to the Patreon members. Thank you so much for supporting the Patreon. It really helps support this channel and it means a lot to me. So special shout out to you guys. You will see your name at the end of this video. And as always, make sure you're out there thrifting so you guys can live generously. Oh, and if you're not a part of the Facebook jewelry family, you can go ahead and click the link down below. It will take you to our private Lilyworks jewelry loving crew over there, and it will help kickstart your jewelry selling or collecting journey. And I will see you guys next time in my next video. Bye guys.